Guys, it's time for me to play cards and call them something else. Welcome back, guys, to another Pauper video. We are here playing some Grixis Legends, let's say. So we are essentially playing some Cleanse on Wildfire build with obviously Silverbuff Bridge, Drossforge Bridge, Cleanse on Wildfire. Regulars draw stuff. We've got 6 artifacts here, 4 Cryogenic Relics, 2 Ichor Wellsprings, of course. And then we've got 2 Eviscerators Insights and 4 Fanatical Offerings, along with 2 Terminates and 2 Cast Downs, because we have to split them just in case someone else is doing the same. And essentially what we're trying to do is we're playing Venom. This is also Tethex, the Gift of Malice, which is a symbiote villain. We're playing 4 of those, because I feel like this card's probably the better one. And then we're playing 3 of the Stegger dude, which is a 5/4 Menace dinosaur villain. And I can pay 1 red to discard this card and give target creature +3/+1 and become a dinosaur. Not that the dinosaur bit matters, but it basically pumps up a guy, but he's also a 5/4 with Menace, which is pretty good. And then we're playing also Beetle, I think the original card's called, which is a 4-mana 3/3 flyer. Legendary human rogue villain, and it can exile from the graveyard as well, similar to Venom, and put counters on target creature. And then this one gains flying, and then this one gains death touch until end of turn. But all in all, we also have 2 Doc Ox, or Ozar the Chronicler of Collapse, which is a 4/5. It has hexproof as long as you control another villain. So if I have any of these, because all 3 of these are villains, this is a 4/5 hexproof. And then if I have 8 or more cards into my graveyard, it is an 8/8. Basically the bonuses, none of these die to cast down. The Venom doesn't die to snuff out either. Not that I think that's that playable at the moment. But it also doesn't die to Galv Blast or Bolt. So that is sort of the reason for playing 4 of those. Other than that, we're playing 4 counter spells, 2 breath weapons, and as I say, 4 kill spells. 2 blood fountains to bring these back if I think it's necessary. And then finally, the sideboard is just full of blasts and breath weapons and more spell bombs. I say more spell bombs as in spell bombs in particular. And that is pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really do want to try some Legends and want to try and make them playable. So if you do like this kind of content, please do not forget to like and subscribe. And of course, I'll see you guys for round number 1. Welcome back, guys, to round number 1. We can't keep a 1-lander. Longer than that. We can keep this. We have no black right now, but and we probably just bottom Doc Ock. I don't know how good or bad the mana base is going to be, but it's probably going to be the biggest downfall, right? Everything costs so much. Wildfire. Nope, we have another Beetle. Are we against Jund? We appear to be. We appear to be against, most likely, Jund, yeah. Wildfire. Do you have Wildfire in 2 and I do not? I have a Wildfire. Okay. We've sort of done the same thing. Land. Nice. Cryogenic Relic number 2. Play this and then pass. They have 2 artifacts, probably play a land got 3, and then they can play a refurb. But they're playing a refurb for 2 anyways. So we'll discard a Beetle, and then we'll get a black source. Yep. This also has some sort of obviously relevant text to put counters on stuff in the graveyard, which is kind of why I played it. Or why I put it in the graveyard. Just gonna play this land. I'm gonna pass. I've skewed the mana base a little bit to accompany counterspell, right? Which might be to my detriment. But so far this Arala can block the refurb. We have a cast down for this Writhing Crystallis that's coming down here. They've got a green source. Played a Vault of Whispers. So here it comes. Here's the big boy. Oh, we got another refurb. Another refurb, huh? So let's Fanatical Offering now. Okay. I'll probably just discard this Wellspring. I don't need it. And they get to Fanatical Offering themselves. Sure. Let's F6. No! You can spellbomb my Hedron dude. What do I even want to do here? So I can hold up Terminate. I don't think I need to. I just probably go Wildfire here. Probably just get another black source, right? Venom. Venamo. Then we'll play Landscape, I guess. And then we can cast down. But then I'm gonna hold up the beetle next turn, right? Is the idea. So we'll take 4 here. I'm intrigued, right? Intrigued on their build. Do they run Galv Blast? So I'm gonna hopefully cast down this Writhing Crystal. Is the idea. Yeah. I'm assuming they're going to Fanatical Offering something. Oh, they're exploring this. So 3-2 with a Fanatical Offering. Cool. Maybe I should have cast down this to stop them getting value, but who knows? Black for a Blood Fountain, huh? That's a bit annoying. I actually think it's the second one I have to kill anyways, because this Venom blocks this quite well, right? So maybe I do just kill this. So let's sack this. Get a blue. And then I guess I terminate, right? Just because it's more awkward to cast. So we'll terminate this, and then we'll play Venom, and then hold up cast. Propose one's counter tag creature. Activate only as a source. Flying until end of turn. We're 4-5 to block the Chrysalis. But in theory, by Crackland Shaman, right, this shouldn't be pretty difficult for them to kill. Unless they're playing Terminate themselves. You may Cleansing Wildfire. You may do that. But if they have another Writhing Chrysalis, right, that's where the thing starts for them, yep. So they attack for 2 without 12. And then we kind of look at trying to stabilize with a beetle. That's inside probably this. Because I can explore on this and then put a counter on this. The 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. That leaves me with 1 mana. I think I'm just going to play a Cryogen Relic. I guess we get another island. So I think I'm going to hold up Cast Down here. Cast Down and Counterspell seems pretty good to hold up. Yeah, I think so. Let's try that. And then next turn we'll follow it up with Beetle. We have 3 cards in hand. I don't know how to just Counterspell this. No, probably not. Because then if they play another Writhing Chrysalis, before I'll respond to the spawns and cast down this. So they are playing Galv Blast. Okay. That's something to note. They're on 8. We're on 8, sorry. And then we'll use the Beetle to stabilize next turn. I might have to cast down this. Goodbye. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll cast down this so they don't get any explore value. They now can't attack. Oh, they are attacking. Galv Blast for this, I take it. Oh. You're going to give it Death Touch and Lifelink? No. Okay. Cool. They can refurb, right? Galv Blast? Just got double Galv Blast? Oh, I think that's fine anyways. Yeah. Sure. And then you're gonna Spell Bomb? Away all the stuff? Yeah. Cool. That's fine. I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Refurb. So we'll discard a Beetle. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Another cast down. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think let's explore on this. We shouldn't have many lands left to whiff on. Fanatical Offering, don't know in graveyard, no. And then Beetle this, so we can't die to Galv Blast. Yep. And then we have Cast Down plus this guy up. They have 2 cards in hand. Likely one of them is a Cast Down, right? Maybe I should still have Refurb in, as it's a pretty good card anyways. Right? It's probably where I'd be at. Change a couple of the lands to artifact lands. Some seats maybe. Put some refurbs. Maybe cut this guy. Unsure on this one just yet. But this person's got this person on D. I can cast down a Writhing Chrysalis. Munitions is a problem. Big problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're close to just killing us, right? 1, 2, 3. And this also just turns it into 2 permanents, which actually turns into a Writhing Chrysalis. Okay, sure. I have to kill them quickly here, so what do I want? Am I cast downing them? Probably. Or am I playing a 5 forward? I think I have to kill them, right? So, like, I have to kill their creatures. And they have another refurb in hand. I have a Fanatical Offering, though. Coming down. I will cast down one of these. They can't get the value that way. Fanatical Offering on top. Not top like a spanner. I have a mountain as well here, right? And then some bridges. And my land's left. Bogs. Pretty nice. So, I'm basically looking at what? Terminate this. Bog them. Red. Black. Terminate this. Fanatical Offering. No. Probably should have shuffled there. And I've just kind of got to hope that I can just outvalue them at this point. Is the idea, right? I'm going to refurb, discard our bridge. Yep, Galv Blast. Another Galv Blast. 1, 2. Yeah, okay. I can't beat them having 3 Galv Blasts, to be fair, so not too fussed by that. I took too much damage off the Writhing Crystals, I think, is where it was. So we don't want Breath Weapon. I don't really like this card so far. Especially against Galv Blast decks, right? Doesn't seem that great. Beetle seems okay. At least it's worth killing. Maybe keep one of these in. Cut a permanent, maybe? No. Probably just cut a one Hydro, right? So it's basically I'm bringing in Hydro as an answer to makeshift munitions. Is sort of the idea. Okay, let's go. But I don't think that was too bad, right? That was a multi 6. We will keep this hand. And it's a bit awkward, right? But we are going to basically go landscape, get a swamp, play both. Probably play both spell bombs. But yeah, I think if they didn't have the Galv Blasts there, we would turn in that corner. I wonder if they're just not playing cast down. It's a bit awkward of a draw. But again, we have more blue sources and pretty much anything else, right? We have a cast down for anything relevant. We have an offering a spell bomb here. Then we just need a blue source for these two. Duress? Yeah, sure. What are you taking? 1 of 3. Offering probably. Just going to check roughly on sources. So, looking at this, they have 3 swamps, 2 mountains. They actually, by the looks of this list, based on Wolf's recent challenge list, it's like they have 1 munitions and 3 Galv Blasts. I don't really know what to hit. You could probably hit the mountain here, I think it's probably fine. They just get another mountain, right? That's their last mountain. So if I do draw a Cleanse on Wildfire, then I can take them technically, unless they have bridges, take them off red sources. I was trying to, basically, I just want to redraw a card here for to try and hit a blue source. I don't want to miss on land drops too much. They found a red source anyways, and a Wildfire from so. Okay. Yeah. I think the big problem is obviously the land drop situation. I think I'm only on 20 lands here, which then makes it a bit awkward. Where I think the Jund decks are on 22. I probably should be on more. I think refurb. Goodbye, Beetle. And that's the thing though, like obviously discarding Beetle's like its value, right? It has something it can do, but it's still not great. Oh well. Well, we found the land anyways. Maybe counterspell's just not good in this deck. I think I have to discard Hydro here. Don't need to end step in case they do nothing, huh? Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna get beat down here. Let's play Cryogen here. Not looking good. I've probably got to cast down one of these, even if they play a Writhing Chrysalis. It's the problem. Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. I'm probably gonna have to cast down this. I will pop this as well. End of turn. I'm 4 cards. 3 cards. Writhing Chrysalis mana? I'll do it in response. Ha! Yep. I did consider putting the Spider Gwen in as well. 3 mana, 2/3. Which is fine, I think. It has reach. Whenever it becomes tapped, I think you discard and draw. I think that's not the worst. Had to put the eating on it. Bloody cold. So I have a 4/5 here, Death Touch. Pretty reasonable threat. They can't cast down it, so like they have to Crackland Charm in it. And it has shown, at least, which is kind of my point that I'm trying to make here, is how difficult it is for people to remove these cards. Like obviously this one doesn't have reach, but they've opted for the Galv Blast version right now, as it probably kills the Web Slinger, right? Is the most obvious one. Huh. Duress. Goodbye my counterspell, I guess. Sure. Yeah, let's get aggro. Let's go. There's a Terminate. You get a Fanatical Offer in this, I guess. Sure. Goodbye, Gixian. And hello, attack for 4. But the good thing that I'm intrigued at about the Beetle and the Venom is, like, obviously they are legendary, so they're not free. So, like, if I was to draw another Venom, I can't play it, right? Which is also why I'm surprised they duressed. I guess there was a term where I didn't do anything, so maybe that's kind of the idea. They hit Drossforge Bridge. I don't want to F6, right? I want F6. Because I want to potentially pop the Spell Bomb. So, like, here, if they Writhing Chrysalis, right? Or Refurb. Refurb's a bit worse, right? Because if I don't hit exactly a counterspell, it's worse. So I just let them draw a card. If they just refurbed into refurb, so I have a Galv Blast. I'm going to attack for 2, put me at 12. 6 cards in hand for it. Probably going to try and block and Galv Blast it, I would imagine. Yes. Bog, huh? Relevant. Just after I exile their graveyard. Thank you, deck. Thank you. Wellspring. I'm trying to keep all my options of what I can play here, right? Ryogen. Drop. Reb. Okay. Attacking for 4. But let's be honest, they're just going to attack for... They're going to attack for 4, put me to 8, and then double Galv Blast me. Which would be quite annoying, because they haven't actually seen one, have they? No, they have not. So they usually have, I think, looking at the lists, right, especially based on Wolf's latest list, they run 3. So the chances of having 3 in the top 40 cards is quite likely. Having 2 out of the 3. They just could just have the 3. Wow. Cool. See you guys for the next one. Welcome back, guys, to round number 2. Let's see if we... Oh, no. Why can't we have another land here? Why can't we have another land here? Here we have another land, at least. Keep. So, bottom this. This, I guess. I probably would have kept the first hand on the draw, right? We have 2 looks. We had a bridge, so we had 2 looks at getting a second land, which I think is fine. What the hell does forest mean? Let's sack this, get an island. I think I just want to Cryogen. I don't know what our opponent is doing, but I don't want to hold the counterspell just yet, I don't think. Cool. Nice that we drew all these lands. So then we can play Wellspring, then Elves. Makes sense. So I don't think... So I'm digging for the breath weapons, right? It's a big thing. Or a cast down, that also works. Let's cast down this. Then we'll play Silver Bridge. We can hold up Masked Vandal on the land, it looks like. Yep. Sure. Bit annoying, but fine. Nonetheless. So, what do I want to do here? Do I want to Wellspring and play this to get a red source? I'm stuck on 2 lands, I think so. Because again, I'm just digging for breath weapon here to sort of blow them out, right? And then a big threat to sort of control the game. Fanatic Offering is a good draw also. Let's have 6. I'll get a red land here, then because I drew the island as well, I can then obviously get a red land here and then just play the island. Hold up Fanatic Offering and counterspell, which is pretty nice. Sagu for a land. Okay. And then I want a counterspell, a Timber Watch, basically. Priest. Priest is a very annoying, but we can work around Priest, right? When there were 4 cards in hand. Down again. Okay. So do we cast down this? Let's cast down this, and then counterspell the Timber Watch that's coming down. Take 1. The next card we've got to be conscious of is Avenging Hunter, right? Quirion is annoying for a couple. They can have Avenging Hunter next turn now, though. Which is probably why they played it. Okay. That fixes that problem. Let's not miss land drops, so we will Fanatical Offering here. Cryogen. Draw 2. We drew Doc Ock. We have 7 cards in our graveyard already as well, so it's nearly an 8-8. As soon as we counterspell this Avenging Hunter, it's an 8-8, right? So they'll attack for 2. I am going to let this resolve. And the reason I'm letting this resolve is... because I can terminate. I just need to keep hitting land drops, right? No. Yo, guys, this tapped. I just did that to draw a card. I was doing that anyways, if you know what I mean. So we want to terminate this, and then I want to landscape here, and then pass. Again, I need to be conscious of Avenging Hunter, right? So, big draw spell, Avenging Hunter is problematic cards. 2 Timber Watches down. Lead is a problem. So, I'm going to play Doc Ock here. Do I want to keep this? I probably want to keep this, right? Because I want to try and keep hitting more land drops, so I don't want to take lands out of my deck. I know it's minimal, right? But, a 5-4 with Menace. I feel like that seems better than the other options. So, let's play that. Doesn't give Trample, which is weird. Or Menace, which again is weird. But they have 1 card in hand, so the only problematic card to me is... Avenging Hunter, right? So, they hit another Timber Watch. Jesus. So now I need to answer this Timber Watch. They have Elf, Timber Watch, Vandal. So they can blow up my artifact, which is actually a map token. Attacks. Makes sense. Terminate is an incredibly good draw. Cryogen. So they have Mass Vandal, Findhorn. I'm not going to play this land just yet. I'm going to do this. Cleansing Wildfire. Would I like it in the graveyard? No. I'm definitely not going to play this. And then I'm going to try and kill them as quick as possible here. Let's race. I'll attack you for 6, put you at 14. You'll attack me for 2, put me at 12, and then I'll attack for 6 again. And then I'm going to play my 8-8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I shouldn't actually put the Wildfire on the bottom. They have a Priest. And then I'm going to play 2 1-1s. You have Mass Vandal, Lamor Elf. I wonder if they're a Mass... No. Okay. 2 cards. One's a Mass Vandal. 3 Timber Watches down though. Draw. We'll draw the Wildfire. I think I just swing for 6 and then play an 8-8, right? Again, don't think I play my land. My 8-8 Hex block. Block with a 1-1. Yeah, it's got Menace, mate. It has menace. Menace. Menace in disguise. 8-8. Ugh. 8-8's in disguise. Legends. Let's play some Legends. Oh, it's an 8-8 hexproof. You gonna play Avenging Hunter? Oh no, 7-12. Oh my god, no. No! Don't play Nick Spawn. That's just boring. Did they just draw a Nick Spawn? 18, is that? 5, 10. 5, 10. 15, 16, 17, 18, yeah. So it's a 16, whatever they're putting it on. It's a half the block. And now I can't. Yeah, I kept this on top. This is probably cost me the game, actually. And they're also on 2 more than I'd like them to be on. If I played Venom, it would have been fine. Because this dies. This puts 2 counters on it. So that'd have been doubly fine. 3 mana, put 2 counters on this. Attack. They try untap and I cryogen it. Also, I don't have a second black source now. I've been holding this land for this Mass Vandal. And because it's a Quirion, I can't do anything. So I have to hope to... So I'm going to play this land. I have to then go like this. Hope to draw a cast down. Hit another cryogen. I've already played a land for turn. Yeah. That's pretty annoying, right? I think I had that if it wasn't for the... If I'd played the other way around. I probably should have played Venom anyways, right? Like, the difference between the 8-8 and this is very minimal. I don't think we want Blood Fountain. I think Counterspell's not great, but I think it's passable. Yeah, I think I should just play the... So, let's try... First of all, let's try not Mull to Oblivion. That sounds like a good idea to start with. This is a bit awkward, right? Because we've got this into a tap land, so we can't get the Wildfire ahead. So we need an untap land on the draw to draw here. There's also a chance that if I do resolve this, I might actually have to... So if they have Ent here, they can go Ent and then still go Ent into thing that doesn't change anything. I'm playing a tap land, I may as well play this one. At least if I then draw a basic. If they if they Masked Vandal me, at least I can have a red source to then have a chance to draw an untapped land. To then Wildfire. This bog's cooking us right now. Vandal. Yep. Untap land. Give me untap land. So then we're going to Wildfire here. Do we hit a red source? No. I think we hit a red source so that we can still Breath Weapon. They do have to have End plus, right? End plus Vandal again. So they have to have the same 2 cards. There's an End. But they don't have the mana, right? Forest. Play Forest. Into Mystic. Or Lamarov. They play the Lamarov. So they've got Elvish Mystic and Hunter. Attack for 1. Yep. They also have an Ent in the graveyard now. So I'm going to get an... I might actually have to Breath Weapon here, right? And then... I don't have an answer for this Hunter right now. So I want to slow them down a turn enough to play this Hedron. I think is what I might have to do. We have 4 Breath Weapons, right? So this doesn't take damage anyways because it's a dragon. That's fine. But we're going to kill both of these. Which I think is totally reasonable. Because what we want to do is... The game's going to come down to this Avenging Hunter, right? Then we're going to bog. And then we draw an untap land. We draw an untap land, we Kefon. We don't draw an untap land, we Arla. Arala. However you would say that. Yep, there's Mystic. I knew about. They played Mystic and passed. So I can't answer these, right? So I'm just going to play this. So that I at least have an answer to the Avenger. Like, if the Avenger Hunter comes down, I have an answer to it. As in, I have an answer to take the initiative. Is what I'm referring to. If they play land Avenger Hunter, it's like... It's fine for us. Quirion. Yes. 2, 3, untap player. That gives them 5 mana. Be intrigued if they are just going to jam the Avenging Hunter though. Doesn't seem great. They must have some good follow-ups after the Avenging Hunter if that is the case. I guess it could be a Nick Spawn, right? Could be a Nick Spawn for like 3. Nick Spawn bestowed on this. Like 3. Yep. It's a 4-6. Sure. Yep. They have Avenging Hunter 5 unknowns. I need an island here. And I need to try and find some answer to this. Giving me free reign. Giving them free reign is not great. Yes. But at least I get to draw some cards and have a big mana advantage here. I'm trying to find my other 3 Breath Weapons as well. They do have obviously Quirion plus Mass Vandal, so they're free to play this Avenging Hunter now. Until I find a kill spell. But I need to, like, it's a weird one because I need to kill this. Like, twice. I need to kill this and this. Because this is a 3-4. Avenging Hunter. And then that's also not counting the fact that I need to answer the Avenging Hunter itself as well. For 4, sure. Not 10. 6 cards in hand for our opponent. So I can Cryogen and then tap it, so I do get in for 3, take the initiative, play blue. But I don't think that does anything, right? It's not doing a lot. I take the initiative for them to take it back by attacking me for 9 when I'm on 10. So none of that really solves my issues, is my problem. So what do I want to do? I think I do start with a Cryogen, right? Just draw. I've went from being screwed to getting flooded now, which is as expected, right? As expected. I've now tapped out a black too, which I didn't mean to do. Should have tapped out a red. How many cards in the bin? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna have to have a whole counter spell here. I actually think the big thing at the moment is my poor sideboard, right? My sideboard is just full of blasts and a couple of spell bombs and a couple of breath weapons. It's not very curated, so I'm just gonna pass here. They're gonna forge one of them. So I'm gonna hit this, discard this tap land. Put 7 cards and get a forge. I now need to basically take control after this turn somehow. But I think I still die, right? They attack with everything. But they could be playing, yeah, I was gonna say they could be playing around something. Doesn't seem like they are. Because that was my window to breath weapon, right? Because that's 9, 10, 11. 9, 10, 11, 12, sorry. Especially if they swing all out, I'm just dead, right? I think even if they just swing with them 3, I'm still dead. GG. Hey guys, welcome back into round number 3. We're gonna keep this hand on the draw. I think double tap land's pretty unfortunate, right? But oh well. Colony Garden. Silver Bluff Bridge. Forest. Okay. Colony Garden, Generous End Forest probably implies Dredge, I would say, is my first thought. Let's start with a Cryogen Relic. Try to find a black. Breath Weapon's not the end of... Yeah, Dredge. Breath Weapon's not the end of the world against Dredge as well. Town Greater Circle. Bop, 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 go. Bop. Let's play a Wellspringaroo. Oh, that's also a black sauce. Hey, look at me! I've got a lot of black sauces. Attack one. Sure. Play some random 2-mana dude, get a land, play another 2-mana dude. Is that where we are at, Squire? That is where we are at, Squire. Prowler, Town Greater, did they hit a land? They did, they hit hold up, played it. And they played another 2-mana dude. Mill 5. Discard Stinkweed. Mill 5. Gatekeeper. Lotleth. Okay. So, when do I want a breath weapon? Is the question. So, I kind of need to play this landscape, right? Because I want to get another black sauce out there. Or do I? Because I want to have 5 mana next turn. Try and recast a breath weapon. Let's play this. This could be wrong. But we will see, we will see, we will see. So we're going to hold off because they don't have a Dread Return in the bin. So we kind of want to... So they've got Stinky plus 5 unknowns here, right? So we just want to force there. Need them to sort of commit, and then we find our one of Bajuka Bog is kind of where we're at. So if they play a guy here, they play a Molten Gatekeeper, huh? That is fine. I think land, sure. Play another 2-mana dude. So in response to this, I think we breath weapon, fortunately. Because if they mill 5 and they mill a Dread Return, we're sort of boned, right? So kills everything by this. Still get a mill 5, but they've played a land for the turn. They mill 5. Double Giant, so they have 3 Lotleths in the bin. Interesting, to say the least. So we could terminate this. Screw them of potentially casting the Scrapwork Mutts. They have a Stinky and 2 unknowns, right? If I go black, red, terminate this, I then still have access to Cryogen Relic, Crack plus Crack Landscape for a black sauce, or Breath Weapon, which I think's fine. So this is going to name red, and they're going to pass the turn. So I think I go crack this for black, and draw a card. I kind of want to try and find Counterspell. There you go. So if I go like this, I can't Counterspell, so I want to do this. So then it's still Counterspell plus Breath. This. I could have also hit this, actually. Stops the red. Another Counterspell, huh? I could play Blood Fountain here, but again, I want to hold a Breath Weapon for... Oh, not to the bone? Sure. So they have Stinkweed, 1 unknown. So I tap this for red for a Scrapwork Mutt. Oh, they're unearthing this. Sure. Good thing. Oh, and then they're going to tap it for red. Sure enough. Oh. Rumble. You got it. Stinky, end to end, no. So they can't take no. Most likely an end, I would imagine. They choose a stinkweed. We take one. Ow. I think Molten Giant's pretty good here because obviously Molten Gatekeeper's really good here. Molten Giant's a half-stone card for those that are unaware. I have a counter spell for this Dread Return as well. So I kind of force them to sack the board, right, for very little. Is kind of the hope. So they have 3 cards in hand. They're Unearth and a Scrapwork Mud. 2 Stinkweed Imps and 1 Unknown. So the trigger that puts us 16. Sure. I think one thing that is a mistake, I definitely should have... So there's the 4th giant. I play a plant. Sure. Are you going to Unearth? You can... They're not. Huh. That's interesting. So we take 4 here down to 11. I think I'm overall okay with that. I think they exile. I'm surprised they didn't sack this spawn and tap this for another look at 5. They're on 19 cards. This gets exiled, this gets exiled. We will Fanatical Offering here. The threat itself is irrelevant, right? It doesn't actually matter to us what we have threat-wise. Like, all these random legends sort of don't matter. We have double counterspell. 1, 2. Double counterspell plus... Well, not quite a double counterspell plus breath weapon, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So do I go single counterspell? Single counterspell breath weapon, that leaves me to black source. So then do I just... Let's play Blood Fountain here. And then we'll discard... Stegodon, I guess. This Stegod thing. Because one of them fly... This one flies. This one is an 8/8. This one has Death Touch. This one's irrelevant. We have double counterspell. And they have, what, 2 Stinkies in hand, right? Because this one was... They're just going to hard cast a Stink with him. Sure. So I'm going to hold off. I'm just going to play the Flyer here, I think. If that's the case. What do we want to discard? Don't want to discard anything. Do we discard the Blood Fountain, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Landscape. Black, blue, red. Cycle. So I just kind of want to find this bog, right? Is all I'm really after. The counts. In our turn, sure. You got a 96, well done. 4 counter spells. So they have what? A Scrapwork Mutt, a Molten Gatekeeper, a Scrapwork Mutt, and then a Stinky in hand. So that's Gatekeeper. Scrapwork is 1, puts to 10. Play another guy, puts us to 9. And then I'm going to discard... What am I discarding here? There are 18 cards. Is it a counter spell? No, it's probably a Venom actually. This guy's an 8/8, right? Obviously I can't counter the Unearth cards. So I can't counter Scrapwork Mutt and I can't counter Gatekeeper. I'm nearly halfway to the deck. Tapping for black. You're just casting a Dread Return here. You're casting a Dread Return on a giant. Do I Breath Weapon? No. Do I Breath Weapon? No. Let's see if they're going to flash it back. I kind of want them to flash it back. They're going to make red though, I think, first. They have a Stinkweed. No, they're going to attack for 1. Which is a weird one because it gives us an opportunity to actually do something there if we didn't. If we, like, forgot or whatever. 1, 2, and then 3. I think I do. Am I supposed to Breath Weapon here? Because then that leaves 3 mana. Hit a land 4 mana. Not convinced. Silver Bluff Bridge. The awkward thing is, right, it's just trying to figure out what the best way forward is here, right? Because you kind of want Breath Weapon and you kind of want... Like, they're on 96, so I'm not winning that race. 17. Yeah, I think I just pass. I do need to get to the point where I can play Flashback and all. Like, it's pointless actions in it. Like, it doesn't matter if they're on 96 or 138. They're down to decking. I think all we need is that 1-off Bog, right? 2, 4, 5. So if they do nothing here, I think we Breath Weapon. It wasn't an insight, was it? No. Swamp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2, 2. So is that 4, right? If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's still double counter spell. Yeah. Right. I have an 8/8. Yes. So you have a Stinkweed in hand. Like, I don't really care about the gaining a bazillion life. It's not really that relevant. I have a Dread Return. Are they just gonna draw? Dread Return, target a giant. Nope. It's the last card. I don't know what it could be. I just need a bog. Just give me my bog. Cragent. I probably should have map token there, actually. Give me my bog. Still going to keep... Yeah, I'm still going to keep double counter spell up. I'm not going to attack either. The way they win is probably cheesing Gatekeepers and stuff. Gatekeepers and mutts. We have used all our breath weapons, though. They have another one already? They just naturally drew like 3 in a row. Wait, what? So we're just digging for that one-off bog. We don't want the 20-odd cards left in our deck, huh? Cleanse and Wildfire, would I like it? Offering this land. Again, I'm just digging for this bog. I think it's a correct thing to do as well. Terminate's a reasonable card to draw there as well. 1, 2, 1, 2 plus Terminate. Window here, draw this bog again. Would I like to put in the red? Yes. I have Terminate plus Counterspell up, so I can play this tap land. 8 cards. So we'll discard the Incubator. Probably should have discarded the Dock Ock, actually. Not that it matters, I don't think. They have 3 Dread Returns in their graveyard, which is their last Dread Return. So now all I need to do is make sure that they never get 3 creatures, which is incredibly difficult. Bog. One of them was an Insight, right? This. Play Cryogen. I've already used 4 counterspells, so they're not like fearing that at that point. It's just removal. Just give me a bog. Give me the bog right here and have the day be over. You can know. I don't really care. Give me that bog. Give me that bog. Give me that bog. Boom! That's a cast down. Red. And then pass. So we have a cast down. We have a Terminate. They have 1 card in hand here. We will discard a Dock Ock. Greeter, huh? Sure. I'm intrigued at what they're doing here. I have obviously a Terminate for whatever the plan here with this Gatekeeper and his Scrapwork mod. But I guess it depends on what the 3rd creature is, right? The 3rd card in hand is. So here's a Gatekeeper, sure. And they now unearth this Scrapwork mod. Oh, they play stink. Oh no, they've got us because the dredged. Did we tap too low? Did we tap too? We have 15 cards in our deck and we didn't see our thing. Was I supposed to draw a card here instead of playing this mountain? Yeah, they have to draw. Wait, how did they get another? Oh, they had 1 card. Was it the? Oh yeah, it was the Stinkweed Imp, right? I kind of knew that. But I didn't have his cast down or anything. What am I supposed to do here? Cast down here. See what to do. Throw that mana open. So they might think we've got a bolt or something. They might not go for this. I'm intrigued if I should have drew here, but I can't find out. Oh well. So 2 spell bombs. We kind of want this card either. But we don't have anything else to board in. Maybe we don't want to lose the artifact count, I guess, for our draw spells. We want 2 breath weapons as well, right? Actually. That was pretty annoying. We have 1 bog. And that's all we were digging for this entire game. Like it nearly was just over, but it's not meant to. So we only have the 1 land, so we got mulligan this. I mean, it's probably a keep, and we just bought my breath weapon, right? That's pretty unfortunate regarding the but it is what it is. Yeah, small removal. Let's go. Wow. I did not expect Mass Vandal. I mean, that's been our biggest downfall this league so far. End of turn, I'll draw a card, even though I've just telegraphed it there. I also think my misplay earlier on was I probably should have cleansed and wildfired their land. I mean, I might as well target this, right? Land. Land. Cool. So they probably have, what? The Gnaw to cut? It's sort of it, right? They're less likely to have Ancient Grudge here. Acorn. I feel like 2 1-1s is not worth countering. They hit Giant, Rumble, which can't take Town Greeter, so they probably took Town Greeter, right? Yes. And they're gonna play Town Greeter? No, you need to tap up for green. Yep. And they mill. Oh, so they do have Grudge. So they take a land. That's interesting. Interesting that they've got Grudge as well. It means you have to be cautious of land. Wild. So I think I have to hold off on this. I do end of draw, right, for the Stinky. Let's see if they mill a... I'm going to discard it. Hedron Scaler. They will dredge, I'm guessing. Or draw. They draw. Okay. Play the land that we knew about. And they still have 7 cards. I think I take 4 here. Sure. I don't understand why no attack with the Mass Vandal, but they have what, 2 creatures in the yard because they've discarded. They've hit Rumble, 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 Rumble. End step. Let's just clear the board. Goodbye. Give me a untap land. Let's go. Now, which land do we want? Black or red? Black or red? Red allows us to breath weapon. I think I have to hit red because I still want to be able to breath weapon if they Mass Vandal this land. Ah. Never mind. Never mind. Counter spell for something. What that something is, however, I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, they didn't dredge. They're just gonna keep playing lands and playing a big bomb, right? I'm assuming. Oh, they're gonna Mass Vandal my land right now. Probably where they're at. They play Town Greeter. Okay. Tonga is fine. They milled over. Gatekeeper, scrapwork mud. That's scary. And another acorn harvest. So they've got like the mid-range plan of Gatekeeper plus acorn harvest going. They'll probably wait till next turn though, I would imagine. I wouldn't say they're gonna okay, circle. They hit forest and a bunch, and they attack for 1. Now 12. So we have cast down, breath weapon. Still short. We're still short to be able to do all 3. So we'll likely have to go cast down, breath weapon maybe. I'm just trying to figure out what the game plan is. They're probably gonna go gatekeeper. Oh, they milled? Yeah, they're probably gonna go gatekeeper, acorn. Is probably what the plan is, right? Pretty fair plan from them. We'll take 3 here. Yes. It's really annoying, right? Because I don't have any artifacts really to sack by this Drossforge bridge. Dread return. Kill this. But have they played a land this turn? That's quite interesting. So I get a counter. So they have 10 creatures in the yard. So this is lethal. It's actually, yeah, it's exactly lethal. So I have to counterspell this. But then counterspell this. Oh, but I can kill this, I guess. But then they can. Oh no, it all depends on what the land is, right? Because then they can play Colony Garden. This brings back a Colony Garden. Oh man, this is so frustrating. So let's cast down, and I have to hope that they don't have land or another player, another creature. I also have 3. So if I have a Colony Garden, I die. Can I please get a bog or a spell bomb? Please. I don't know if I'm supposed to sack this land here. Cast down. Yeah, still don't have enough mana, right? Cast down, counterspell, camp. So they unearth this. Yes, unearth that. Now I have to, and then they get to acorn harvest. Then I get to breath weapon, and we take 4 in total. Oh my god, I might have made it. I'm unsure here because they get to play land, they get to tap this, play scrapwork mode now, right? Have they played land this turn? They might have played land this turn. I'm not 100% certain. We take 2 out of 5. Nope. Okay. I think I'm supposed to. I am supposed to offer. I think they can beat, yeah, unless I find a spell bomb here, they can beat counterspell, right? I guess maybe not with the acorn harvest, but I think I'm gonna need to find a spell bomb here. I don't get a draw card, but still pretty good. Start from scratch. Go. And they've seen what, 2 gatekeepers, 1 dread return. The Stinkweed Imp is in their hand though. So if they have a scrapwork more or whatever. But they're now at the point where I can just cast bombs, right? I think just cast a lot left here. Yep. We take none, but whatever. Like we're on 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think I'll leave red open though. I don't think I don't have one in the bin, do I? So I'll probably just trade here. Maybe shoot. No, I'm thinking too hard as well. Like my clock's obviously very well diminished. Sure. I have an Arilla, a beetle for that. Oosh. Not a card I really want to be countering, so I guess I'll let it resolve. I don't want to take too much damage though. This is the problem. I'm gonna die to a 1/2. Block 1. Unfortunately. Again, I have to try and find bogs and all sorts. Nope. Yes. Last card in hand is counterspell for us. Use land step. Sack. Get our last basic land. Draw. Wellspring, huh? Blood Fountain is a nice one. So, it's not fantastic, right? Because we're now empty-handed. They get to mill. 1, 2, 3. Dread return. So they. Oh, do they have a? Oh, they have a dread return in hand, anyways. Yeah. Save the next one. Oh god. Again, this is a keep. Why is this Paducah bog cooking us? GG Mill. Has just said they are follower. Always great to hear that they appreciate the content. Thank you. This bog's cooking us. It's either hidden and never to be seen, or it's either hidden, never to be seen, or always in our hand on turn 2 when we actually want an untap land so we can wildfire. But yeah, I think this hand's fine, right? Basically got wildfire into Blood Fountain Cryogen sort of thing. I think it's an interesting one, right? So, do we lead bridge in the hope we draw an untap land? Our opponent says what kind of spicy list are you playing? You will definitely see. Right, what's our opponent trying to do? Mono red people now? No, they're playing Dross. Right, to me this is a really interesting turn 1 choice, right? I know it sounds very minimal, So we play bridge, we're hoping to draw an untapped land to Wildfire and Tomb. If not, we want to play bog because we can have access to Blood Fountain. So we can Blood Fountain the following turn. It all depends if we think this land is the, what? Yeah, 11 choices. So there's 11 lands this could be. I'm going to lead on bog. I'm going to lead on bog. They're on Jund Wildfire, they've got a Wildfire going. Yep. Jund Wildfire it is. Did we get punished? No, we did not. Let's play Blood Fountain. Let's play Silver Bluff Bridge because we want to also lead on the Cryogen in the following turn. I guess it didn't really matter, right? We should have played the Drossforge Bridge there because we could have still been Jund. We're drawing all the irrelevant cards. We draw a land, we're playing Venom. We draw an untap land, we're playing Venom here. They're going to play Writhing Chrysalis. They don't. They miss a land drop. Wow. Land? Technically a land, I guess. Play Cryogen Relic. We'll play Silver Bluff Bridge. And then, here it is. We will Fanatical Offering, right? 5 up to 8. Got a 9. They're on 4. All is well. Yep. And then we're going to play Venom or Tethix. Tethix! Gift of Malice. So we need to have another Writhing Chrysalis to be able to get through this. There is another Writhing Chrysalis. I think I just offer the trade, right? Just, I can't. What is this? 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's a 6, 7. So I need 2 counters on this. So what I can do, this card from your graveyard, put 2 counters on it. Yeah, I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so it's a 6, 7. So this bounces off. This bounces off this, but this kills this. Because of Death Touch. They don't have a second red. Wait, they're attacking. They must have a Galv Blast or a Toxin. They have Metalcraft here, so they could kill it. I'm assuming is what they're going to do. I need a kill spell for the other one. Yeah, sure. So they're going to Galv Blast this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and they exile it. Sure. That's fine. I don't particularly care about that. I do need a Terminate for this, though. Blood Fountain. I've already used my graveyard hit piece, so I can't really do anything with that. Just going to Fanatical Offering this. I need to try and find a kill spell for this, right? 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. They're going to get another green source, maybe? The red source. Okay. I guess they only have one of each. Do the green source, I was thinking a Nyx Bomb, but they might not be got a land, sure. 3 cards in hand for our opponent. Are you going full whack? You are. Sure. You can actually sack all 3 and then pay a black to decide against that. Wildfire. Get a green or a red. Probably a green, right? Oh, another red. I just need a kill spell. That's all I want, really. Or more legends, whatever works, really. Play this. I found both breath weapons, which are pretty bad against our opponent. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So I can have counter spell here. I'm probably gonna have to block. 3. I don't need breath. 3 1, so that's 6. 5. I can just double activate, right? But then they can just bring it back. So I'll probably just block. I need to find a kill spell is basically all I need to do. I'll probably just sack it to the Eviscerator's Insight. Probably Insight in the bin. There's a counter spell. Again, because that's obviously what we need. 10 cards. Wildfire. Wildfire's land, another island here. Hopefully find a kill spell. I don't want to... Have I played a land this turn? No. So let's play a land, I guess. Yet another Wildfire, huh? Yes. Get probably a black source, right? Fanatical Offering. So I'm going to discard 2 cards here. Probably the Breath Weapon plus the Stegger dinosaur thing. So we're going to take 4 here. Down 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 crit cards in the bin, yeah. So we can follow up with... So we're taking 6. That's fine. I don't care about the random lifelink. So we can follow this up with a Doc Ock. Gixin is a no. Terminate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That allows me to counterspell, terminate, and draw spell. So I don't hate that. So I have an 8/8 here, which blocks a 6/7 quite well. That they can't cast down as well is another thing to note. So they have Galv Blast, so they can double Galv Blast it. They can... I'll block. Are they going to try and Galv Blast it? Another Toxin. I'll just terminate this. I think so. Force them to have more answers, right? So here if they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, they might play a land. Another Writhing Chrysalis. This one. They get to 1, 2, 3, 4. They get a blood fountain here in the turn. Yeah. I'll do it now. Tap out. That's also fine. Double writhing Grixis. You got it. Dig for other things. Huh. So I guess we start with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus. Yeah, so. Do we start with a draw spell, I guess? There's a cast down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 4. So that leaves us with cast down. Plus. So yeah, let's play this mountain. It could be. What could be the play? What, 9. How many are they casting? 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do that. So this now has hexproof. I have another one to follow up on if I need to. We have a cast down. Yeah, so we'll take 8 here, down to 18. Which is pretty relevant, right? Surely it's gotta be. Writhing Grixis, it's fine. To play another Writhing Grixis. They can't cast down any guys, which is again another relevant point. Just gonna play another Writhing Grixis. That is okay. Sack a bunch. Make a Wellspring. Or a Limbus, I guess. 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13. They're tapped out here, right? So I could do some weird thing with this and Blood Fountain. That's another thing to note. 8. Puts them at 10. I can actually go 3, 6. 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I can. Do I cycle this to try and find another removal spell? Or 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'm going to cast down this, right, so they can't double block. This is not a sorcery, right? The flying thing is, though, right? Let's do this thing, give it flying. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. So that's 3. So 3, 6, 9. It's 13 here. Let's fly. See if they're going to block. They'll be chumping with a Writhing Grixis, right, because it flies. They don't block. So is this lethal? 3, 6. This is a... If it is, it's a really cool lethal. Discard. Oh, that's a really cool way of killing someone. Oh, that is awesome. Oh, that was a class way of killing someone. They're on what, 18? Yeah, so I'm just... There we go. Dark Arc lethal. Oh, that was awesome. So, what do we want though? So we don't want Breath Weapon. Breath Weapon's bad. Do we just want Hydras again? You just want 2? No, probably want more than 2, right? Guy doesn't seem that great. Or Wellspring maybe. Add a 4th one. That was funny. That was funny. That was a very... That has made the video. That's it. We'll stop it there. We don't need to carry on. That was an awesome thing. Other than that, I think the main thing is, to be honest, my biggest problem is I think the main deck's a little bit misbuilt, right? I don't think it needs to be so heavy. I'm actually really impressed with this card though. The Doc Arc. Doc Arc is actually the card that's overperformed. This is underperformed, even though it's just killed someone. Keep bottom this. 1, 2. Do we want a draw spell? Yeah, bottom a draw. At least then we have a threat if we're on the pressure. I think the other legend, the red one, the Spider Gwen is probably the better one. It's not a villain, so it doesn't give Doc Ock hexproof, but I don't think that's gonna matter, right? So we still get a black source, even though we're turning off counterspell. Or we're not having access. I'm assuming the wildfire. Nope. Oh. Yeah. Still the same. Yes. So we will get a black source. Be interesting here, right? Because we get to go Cryogen Relic into Fanatic or crack this for a bloom. We actually probably just pitched the dude. We don't really care, right? It's got Menace. It's not got Island. Okay. Island is much better. Is it much better? Because we actually can't even do it right. We can't even counterspell when we want to counterspell. Interestingly enough, this should be it actually should be the other way around, to be honest. The tapping's not that relevant. So it should just be Wellspring. And the reason is because I could hold up counterspell here. Because I want to counterspell Writhing Grixis. Do I want to counterspell Writhing Grixis? Maybe not. Our opponent basically says when you fit these combinations of cards, this game is magnificent. Which is very true. As much as you got to appreciate, regardless if you're a fan of Through the Omenpaths, Spider-Man, or however you want to call it or whatever. Refurb is fine. Take 2. We do need to be cautious of refurb. Refurb's our weak point. Writhing Grixis. Duress. I think I just have to go for this so they have more choice. But I don't want to lose the draw spell. Do we get to just Venom here? Do we Venom or do we Kefon. I probably just Venom, right? The thing that I'm not super magnificently against, though, is Kefon plus Beetle plus Venom. All are really good at getting out of range of Terrors, right? Like, this trades with Terror, Beetle trades with Delver, you put a counter on, or buff this. This now trades with Terror. Okay. It's interesting. I knew about the terminate this. I'm going to Cryogen Relic, and this needs to get a black sauce, and then we'll swing for 4. We are racing here, right, a little bit. The block got the black sauce, right, before I forget. The mana is a bit wonky, right, but I think it's okay. Refurb. I don't think we're playing a counterspell game. We're playing the proactive game, right, is the thing. Yep, Tapland. So we want to attack for 4. Attack for 4 here. Valve Blast. So they've done it in response, which is interesting. But again, boy, yeah. I just couldn't do it after, right? Because they have 3 artifacts. I'm then able to cast down this. I can basically cast down both then, not one, which is interesting. Probably should have done that beforehand. I don't want to put it in the graveyard. I like that. Do I want to crack this save 2? No, probably not. I'm on 2 Fnatic. Attack for 2 puts to 12. I'm not missing land drops, which is always a bonus, but we are only on 2 blue sources, which is making this counterspell pretty awkward. There's the Ozar. Or Ozor. There's the Venom, which we can't play right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. We'll play this. I'm really annoyed that this doesn't give Menace. Swing for 5. I'm assuming they're going to block with a spawn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I play the Menace guy or do I play the 8-8? I think I have to play the Menace guy, right? Crackland's a problem. Crackland's not a problem. We have a Hydro. Okay. No, we don't have a Hydro. Our target spell is red. Pretty awkward, though. We have an 8-8 anyways. 8-8 Hexproof. If they have a spell bomb, they're going to make it a 4-5. But this is close to lethal. And if they're going to waste the turn refurbing and Chrysalising, this guy does actually surprise me. Very worrying. Just have another Chrysalis. That's slightly annoying. But we have an 8-8, but they can't really. We have a 5-6 that they can't really interact with, and an 8-8. Yeah, I'm just attacking. I would like a kill spell, right? We have another Hydroblast here as well. Something to be cautious of. Counterspell. I think I have to do this. Yes. Get an island. I think I have to pass. I have to take 10. Unfortunately. It's pretty unfortunate, this, to be honest. And then I have to try and set up to draw a kill spell and then give this flying to sort of win the game. Duress. Am I supposed to insight here? What happens if they take a kill spell now? I think I'm supposed to. I think I have to take a counter spell or the Blood Fountain, right? Either or. They can't take the Legends. It's an interesting one from them. They take the counter spell. Yep. Makes sense. The problem is if they've just got 2 Galv Blasts, right? They have 3 Galv Blasts in the deck and it's just like, oh, I've got 2 Galv Blasts, you're dead. That's a bit crap, right? We have a crap way to lose. I think we probably need some amount of more, like some more removal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you have another Reb? Or another Pyro? I don't even know if I would counter it though. That's the weird thing. Then we'll Blood Fountain here. Like, do I swing for 8 here? So they're gonna... No, I think I swing for 5. Swing for 5 here. Do 11 or the block with a spawn. Either or. And then sack, bring back a Blood Fountain. And then bring back stuff with a Blood Fountain, sorry. Oh, they lost the mana for no reason. Okay. They don't bring anything back with Blood. Gotta land. Sure. What a close game this is. It's really interesting. Another Chrysalis. It's a problem. That puts out as a, what, 6-7? Pass down, huh? That's a really good draw for us. Can we swing with both? Hold up Hydro. Kind of. I think we can swing with both of these. The block with both spawns. And then I just play the Dino. Because I can't really block effect. So they take 5 down to 11. Just got an army of legends. Hear me roar! And then I have a Hydro Blast up for something of relevance. It can refurb us, right? But I don't think that matters. I don't know what the card would be. I would discard 2 cards in hand for a opponent. 4. Blood Fountain. Blood Fountain back, refurb, and Writhing Chrysalis. Sure. Refurb's fine. I just don't know what to think. I'd discard the Tethix. This game flying is quite interesting though. But they're not attacking, right? They're not attacking with their dudes. It's not really helpful. I'm really annoyed that this doesn't give Menace when it's like makes its thing. It's really annoying. So they have another Writhing Chrysalis. So if we attack all out, we force them to block. I guess. Not fly, so I can be blocked by everything. But then we could die in the backswing, right? So do we just go 5? So if we attack with these 2, they have to block. They have to block quite a lot. This is a 4-5, so this would trade with this. So they can double block and sack this. Yeah. and take 5. And then I have what exactly? They brought back so they have a Writhing Chrysalis. Maybe should have just Tethix there. I'm just gonna cast another Writhing Chrysalis. So then a Wildfire and cast another Writhing Chrysalis. Got it. I probably should have Hydroed that. No, actually I shouldn't, because they most likely have a Golf Blast, right? And I'd rather save it for that. If they have a Toxin here, like, it's not the end of the world, right? Because they Toxin, they kill everything bar the Beetle. So do I draw? I actually don't think I draw cards. I think I just Insight them back. Right, okay. And then I bring back Ozar and Tethix. This is the thing. There's so many different things that each one can't get around, right? That it makes it really awkward for them. So I think I attack here for 4. See what they do. And then I'll probably just play Ozar plus another Arla. Take it. I think I just Insight it, because here I get to play probably, no, I'll probably just replay it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Play this, keep this one. Choose to keep this one. So we have a blocker here, so we don't die to Golf Blast. We die double Golf Blast if they've got it, but I don't know what to do. They have Writhing Chrysalis on their own, yeah. Go. Still can't attack. I like it. I think we cycle said landscape. Can I swing for 8? Probably not. Leave it at that. They have a 1 card in hand. I've got an Insight. This is a very grindy deck though, so I'm obviously going to time quite a lot. I can't attack for 8. I have a Hexproof 8/8, a 3/3 flyer, and a 4/5 Death Touch. What we cautious of? Another Writhing Chrysalis. How many are they seen? 1, 2, 3. So there's another 1. Not even halfway through the deck. I think we'll sack a Silver Bluff Bridge to this Insight. End of turn. Reb, my guy. That is interesting. I think I am supposed... Hopefully I find a Hydro Blast here, because I feel like they've got a Golf Blast. Okay. So now I think I die. I think they attack for 4 and I die. I think this card's a Golf Blast. They've had 1 card in hand for a very long time and very few things to do with it. So I think that they... Oh no. I am talking rubbish. But I'm getting flooded. Take a list. Find a Cast Down or a Terminate. That's not a Cast Down or a Terminate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's Insight on this. There's a Hydro. Actually, I shouldn't have Insight, right? Give flying, give flying. I miss lethal. Right? I should have just give flying, right? Instead of cycling. I should have just went give flying, give Tethix is 2, 3, so that's 7. 1, 2. I'm 1 off. Actually, I'm 1 off. Never mind. Okay, so I'm supposed to bring spell bombs in. I don't think count spells what we want. We'll bring back. And I don't think I'm winning the game in 3 minutes though. I'm fine with this. Like, obviously we're shelling this out. It's obviously the first test of Grixis Legends. I don't think. Maybe I don't want cast spell. Maybe I just bring. Maybe I just bring the other threat. Okay. I'm just going to keep any generic hand, I think, as well. No Wildfire is pretty tough, but... Yeah, so my main thing is this should be Wellspring. Like, we should do 4-2 the other way around. Just the mana base is too whacked and stretched for that. Duress, Spellbomb. We found the black sauce as well. Let's go. And Duresses. Yep. Get us off a red sauce. Oh, a green. That surprised me. I would get a green there over a red. My 3/3 is on the double. Yep. Pyroed. Sufficiently Pyroed. They're probably going to have to Spellbomb here though. Otherwise I can just Insight. I can't F6 here. See what they do. 3 mana. I have 1 black sauce, but I'm fine with that. Yeah. We have the 1 of counterspell. Let's go. Chrysalis. Yep. Unfortunate. Hi. I have a 4/5. How many more Chrysali do you have? 1 and 1. Deadly Dispute affect the other one, sure. This is now a 4/5. We have a cast down for this one. The other one's now a 4/5 when they find it. By when I find it, I mean when they play it. Because they always have 2. Like fucking glued together, these things, I'm telling you. Chrysalis? You got a Blood Fountain? Nope. The Blood Fountain, a Golf Blaster? Nope. I am the aggressor here, right? So let's be the aggressor. Nope. If you want to use your Reb on that, that's fine. I will sack this for a black. Swing for 5. 2, 4, 5. Yeah, so I can Ozar next turn and then have Fanatical off. 3. Pulse it back, sure. Back to 21. Don't have a second green source though, so I can't play it. Crackland, do you have a Toxin? So I'm not going to play the Ozar now, unfortunately. But Jukabog, terminate. So we'll play the Drossforge here and then pass. Writhing Chrysalis. You'll land step here. Another one. You should map it up. Oh, you map that up, sorry. Reb. Reb is staying on top. So one card in hand. So Fanatical offering this. Hydroed. You have been sufficiently hydroed. Black, red, terminate. Let's go! We're hitting hard. They've got a Reb. We have a hexproof blue card. Let's go. We've got this. I have faith. They also could have drew a card there, right? They could have drew a card in response to our Pyro. The thing is, it's now 4-5, which is interesting. Wildfire. Draw a card. Terminate. Land. Swing. Swinging. Fire like that. Block. Toxin. I've tapped all my black though, which is my problem. Yep, so it's not free. I was too much of an idiot. I was tapping really fast, which makes sense, right? Because obviously I've only got a minute left on the clock. But I can't do anything about it. Obviously, if I had a black, I'd have just terminated it and moved on with my day. Me until end step here. Oh no, come on, game. They do have a Reb though, right? And I also tapped my black again. Again, do have a terminate, but tapped my black. So I'm now just going to attack. Force them to have an answer for this. In like 3 cards or something. 5-6, getting the job done. Yeah. Let's go! 17 seconds on the clock and we get the lethal! Booyah! Wow. Maybe this card is gutted. Keffin for the win. See you guys for round number 5. Hey guys, welcome back here to the 5th and final round. We can keep it, but it's probably not ideal. We'll keep this though. Probably bottom an insight. If it was offer an insight, I'd probably bottom the venom. But double insight don't feed each other, so it's probably pointless. That's alright, we got dice. We got the bridge anyways. 2. Against Black White Blade? Yes. Black White Blade. So this would be interesting as well, right? They have Titan Blade, and they have the other one. Grimball, Ball, etc. But they still run cast down. Yeah, so we found a Fanatical offering. They cast Refurb, huh? So I just discard a land. I'm just pulling up the Black White Blade list and have a look. So let's play this, and let's pass. So we can terminate. They also do have like dust to dust and stuff. Postboard. Just slightly. I'm genuinely thinking though that the Gwen might be useful. There's a lot of annoying flyers, right? Dotting around. Could definitely change how a lot of this looks. But I want to do this before I draw, before I sack this, because I want to try and hit more lands. And we do sack this for a blue. Now play this and then pass. So now I can Fanatical offer in the map token, feed itself, and then hold up counterspell. And then I'll probably, if they play another Refurb, we'll pitch an insight. Beetle again can't be. We do have to be cautious of the stupid. They're gonna do this so they can cast Glint Hawk. I'm assuming. Fair. So now I guess I can do this and then get another black sauce. And we're going to, what, 9? 8. Blood Fountain. Still hold up counterspell, still hold up terminate if we need. They have 4 cast downs, 2 Thraben Charms, 3 Baubles, 4 Blades. Blade's the biggest problem, right? Titan Blade, obviously not Blade at end of turn. Fanatical offering, there, yeah, sure. Got nuts. So, it's a bit awkward, right? Because we've got to be cautious of the Akiba gang, right? But we can obviously terminate it if they attack with. So if they attack with that, then Akiba gang, we just terminate the. And then if they don't, then it doesn't matter. Okay, no, because they're gonna bounce this and make me discard a card, and I'll discard the Viscerator's Insight. I think something like Core Skyfisher, I care, right? I think that's the card I care about. And the reason is it doesn't die a breath weapon. Everything else, pretty much by the 1 of Dawnbringer and the 4 Core Skyfishers die a breath weapon. This. I have 2 mana after this. Sure. So I need to find my 2 breath weapon. They're probably going to gain 2 instead of exiling this out of my. Okay. Yeah, exile that. That's fine. I don't really. Got 4 cards in hand for our opponent. Fanatical offering. We're just going to try and bury them in card advantage, right? Is the idea. Wildfire and another Terminate. Yeah, okay. Red and a black. Again, the mana base is obviously cooking us a little bit here, so we can only hold up Terminate or. Yes, I can't cast this with a Wildfire here because I want to be able to cast Terminate or Counterspell. We are under the gun a little bit, so I might have to terminate something. And it's all in the air as well, which is slightly annoying, because we only have Beetle as the sort of in the air blocker, which again can be Titan Bladed. But we can counterspell Titan Blade, right? Oh, it's a little bit different. They don't run Black Mage's Rod in this list, which is interesting. 2 for 6. I am going to... They kept the Black Mage on top, so I'm going to terminate this. Again, these two die a breath weapon, right? I'll pitch the Tefex, I think. Maybe I should have got rid of Flyer because I can block it. Okay, that's fine. I also did this a bit premature because I could have got a keyboard there. Card I have to be cautious of. Another Blood Fountain's not ideal. Not really what I'm after. Kinda just want breath weapon. It's kind of all I'm looking for. Good reset. Yes. Blue, 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 blue. Terminate plus counterspell. Terminate. Counterspell. 1 mana left over. Okay. Counterspell something like... Would I counterspell? Oh, then Surveil. Sure. Go on. Index. Pitch the... Suffocating Fumes. That's fine. Black Mage's Rod definitely feels like it's worth a counterspell. So a bit nuts. I'll probably take this hit. Got 6. And then I'll consider terminating end of turn. Do I consider terminating end of turn? I don't like that, but I kind of feel like I have to. And I terminate this because it provides value, right? For other Glinthawks. Not awful, I guess. Not really what we're looking for. Need a kill spell for this in some way, shape, or form. Or a land. Land also helps. Do I just... I think I do. Do this. So no Beetle so far. Or Arla. Or Arella. Whatever it's called. Hiding Blade. Sure. 4 cards in hand for our opponent. Get Skyfisher back. Actual Skyfisher or Glinthawk, I think I would. Right? Skyfisher I definitely would counter. Fanatical. Seems like. Give me some... Oh, a breath weapon. Let's go. Let's play this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's counterspell this. Yeah. Let's play Beetle. Oh, Arala. Arala. I have a 3/3. I've got a 3/3. I've got a 3/3. Doo 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 doo. However, though, one thing that I haven't considered is they just blind flip this Titan Blade now. They just go, right, there you go, flip. You've got 5 turns. Go. That is pretty scary. So I'm probably, if they do that, I'm going to have to bog. Titan Blade is... So it's 2 Titan Blades down. Blood Fountain with only 3 mana up. That's okay. So I'm going to... pitch. What? Nope. No pitch. Yes, pitch. I like it. Pitch now. Pass down. Haha! Let's go! Let's go! We're doing the thing! We're doing the thing! Refurb, huh? Yes. We'll pitch the Kefon here. 1 white left over. Nothing. No attacks. I like it. I like it. We're going to do the more expensive thing first, which is bring... And then we're going to untap. We are going to go 1, 2, and 3. We are going to Breath Weapon. Goodbye, board. We are going to bog you so you can't do anything when you tie the blade. We are then going to attack you for 3, like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to play probably the 5/4 first, right? Actually, probably the 4/5. Because this is actually quite good in the hand, right? Blue, Cryogen, draw another card. Okay. So we're on 6, and they have this, but they don't have any creatures to exile. And only 3 cards in hand. And a Blood Fountain with no graveyard. So they've got Blood Fountain instead of Omen. Omen's a big card in there. There's probably no Thorn either. They don't run that many creatures that I thought that the Menace isn't that relevant, right? They're only like 20 cards deep. We're like nearly 40 cards deep. We just go so much deeper than they do. Yeah, the hard cast this. Okay. You got it. Is there an insight in the bin? No. They exiled the insight, right? So let's... That answer's no. Draw a card first, I guess. I guess they can now. Obviously now they've got a creature. Flip it, but they're dead in. They're dead before anything's cast. Take 8, down to 11. And then next time this is lethal. This is lethal as is, and then it's lethal with this as well. So if they're going to pay 5 mana to flip their Titan Blade, like seen 2 Titan Blades, but I don't think it was good enough. Of course, Skyfisher is pretty nice though. Skyfisher is a nice one. Titan Blade this, I think. It's 3 mana, put 2 cards on this, that's 7, that's 10. I kind of want this to die then. In your 2 mana arsenal. Exile my graveyard. Yeah, okay, it's fine. Cleansing Wildfire. I don't think I have a mountain on it. 5, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have a... Oh no, they're just dead, right? Because of this. This is coming up quite a lot, right? Like, this is actually coming up quite a lot, this sort of interaction. They didn't block for some reason, but yeah. And then we're gonna try and Blood Fountain and stuff. This deck's actually not the worst. I'm not hating this deck at all. I don't know if we want any of these. I think obviously we need to hone the sideboard and hone the deck a bit, right? We've just gone generic, counter big blue spells because I expected a lot more terror and then a lot more red. We don't want these. We have no artifact interaction. Like, it's 4 counter spells is our artifact interaction. Do we want more than this? Less than this? None of this? I'm kind of leaning towards none. Let's see if we're on board. This is keepable. Maybe cautious about going Drossforge into Cryogen though, as they get to Duster Dusters. Especially if they go White Source here. They can Duster Dusters on 2. Refurb. I'll just get rid of Insight. Probably. I guess at least they're only hitting 1 land, right? And we still draw a card. Then we can follow it with potentially Breath Weapon or Cryogen, I guess. We'd lose our Black Source, which is pretty important, but other than that. I don't know how to play this. They must have no top land, which I find quite surprising. The decks usually follow them. Yeah, my first thought is that this should be Wellspring, right? There should be probably a different source of counter spell. I'm gonna bounce this. Slight inconvenience. Oh, they bounced the blood. Oh, it's Dark Oak. It's Dark Oak! Stuck on 2 lands though. And then we're gonna go Beetle into probably Ozor. Swing for 4, down 14. Oh, they're gonna go Blood Fountain to find a land. Is that basically the plan? Blood Fountain discard to find a land. I guess they probably just wanted the pressure as well. The only awkward thing is I can't protect it, right? Can't protect the Arla from a Titan Blade, which they most likely have. Or a Grim Bauble even. Or a Grim Bauble, yeah. So they blade it, it's fine. Well, it's not fine, but... I also don't know why these can't be activated instant speed. They didn't attack. We should be on 10. I'm going to Wellspring Land. No, so I should be on 10 here. Get rid of this. Nothing more, nothing less. They get to insight it. Interesting that they've been tapping out doing stuff and they had an insight this entire time. Like, they bounced the Blood Fountain when they had the insight offering this entire time. There are 8 cards. The final land. 11 of the refurb. Pretty bad if we do. Pretty bad if they do. So annoying. I did this because I want the Arla back. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I kind of want another land too because I want to try and I need to try and Arla plus counterspell. On 3 lands, probably on a 4 now. They're probably fine after the offering. Attack 2, attack 10 again. Should be on 6. If it was a Glint Arc, I would have actually let it resolve. I think it's Tethex, right? Just these creatures aren't doing anything. And I need to find the other Breath Weapon. Let's Cryogen this. There's another land, okay. Keep that thing tapped. I guess Cryogen Relic's probably saving us here. Let's terminate this, they get another offering. Maybe I should have cast it already and then I wouldn't have got the value, but I kind of wanted, it was more in case of the map, right? The map of the guy. It's pretty annoying. Maybe I'm supposed to bring in the other Breath Weapons. Yeah, this is kind of what I was meaning. This is what, obviously they did end up doing island here. Let's start with an offering, right? Let's just offering this. So 1, 2, 3. The mana base is cooked us, right? I can't Breath Weapon and Wildfire. Sorry, I can't Breath Weapon and Terminate, right? So then what do I want to do? Do I want a Wildfire? Get a Black, and then we're gonna Breath Weapon here. Unfortunate because it's the last Breath Weapon. They get to now Core Skyfisher. 3 refurbs down though, so the chances of having another one. They have another Core Skyfisher in hand. Just the casting. Bouncing the Titan Blade. So I've basically got Cryogen Terminate, and then I'm gonna try and find an answer. I'm on an effective 2. Oh, they're opening it. They hit Basilica. Sure. And now we're gonna play Basilica. Also. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So I need to untap land to do everything that I want. We're gonna go Cryogen, Terminate, plus Blood Fountain, I guess. Like as in activate Blood Fountain. So then we are activating Blood Fountain now. And we want this plus Ozar, I guess. Oh, Joe would help if I actually tap. And then we'll pass. Actually, we will terminate. And the reason we're terminating now is literally for to stop them getting value with offer. And then I'm hoping to draw a counterspell here. Is my hope and intention. If not, I'll have to play Kefon plus Arala. 2, 3, 4. The Dust to Dusted, Drossforge Bridge, and what? Just Forge Bridge and a Blood Token, was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So Blood Fountain, Pitcher. I guess I go like realistically as well. If they do have it, yeah, I'm gonna concede because I'm on technically 0 now. They missed their attack, like they F6 through their attack. I think Kefon is a bit awkward, right? That's the problem. I think 2 is probably worth keeping in. Pride and Relic really pulled its weight there, actually. But I feel like I need all the breath weapons as a way to answer all the... this is keepable. It's really awkward, but it's because you got Wellspring and Counterspell. You find a Black Sauce. Find a Black Sauce, you open up Offering on the Wellspring. You find the Black Sauce, you open up the Cast Down. You find a Tap Land, you open up Cleansing Wildfire. And there's a lot of bonuses to this hand. There's a lot of negatives of drawing. Like, you're keeping a 2-land Wildfire hand anyways. Like, if it was a Slagwood Bridge and... you know, whatever. You'd keep a Swamp Island hand as well, with a Cast Down and an Offer and a Wellspring. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think this is pretty close. I would like a Swamp here. Any land will do, to be fair. Any land. They return the plane, so they can Dust to Dust next turn if we play a Bridge. Something worth keeping in mind. But we do have a Counterspell. So we'll play a Bridge. No, we won't play a Bridge because we didn't draw land. That's pretty unfortunate. I do think we probably need more lands. I would probably just need to hone the deck a little bit. Anyway, I can't. Odd choice, but sure. Go nuts. Lembus. Lembus. I also think I don't know if I counter a... Like, just if they play Plains Glinthawk here, do I counter it? I feel like I do. I just need to ease off pressure while I'm trying to not shit myself. So I don't really play. It's a pretty unfortunate hand. Pretty unfortunate the way the hand turned out is how I'd say. I would do what, 4 cards? 4 cards? Yeah, 4. Kept 7. Do 4. No land in the top 4. Like, pretty much any non-island land would have done it. So there's 2 islands in the deck. I think there's 4 islands in total. I think 2 islands would have done it. Like, any non-island would have done it. It's a bit awkward now, because now they've got access to Dust. Just doesn't really work as well. Because you don't have Counterspell. They might go for it, though. I maybe shouldn't have Counterspelled the Glinthawk. But I would have took, what, this would have been 4 now, going to 8. Yeah. I think I maybe couldn't have afforded to counterspell the Glinthawk and just accepted the damage I took and try to stabilize from that point. If I counterspell that there, I've probably got a chance, right? I wouldn't say I'll win, but yeah. So overall, the fact that it's a 1/4 doesn't really put me off, to be honest. There's a lot of real cool games and cool interactions with this deck. I think it definitely needs tweaking for sure. The sideboard in particular, the sideboard is dreadful. It is literally just like, here's like 12 blasts and some spell bombs and a couple of breath weapons. It probably needs more removal. It needs a Hornet removal, I would say. The Terminate thing probably isn't necessary either, at the moment anyways. Probably need a couple more lands as well. But yeah, I'm starting to think Counterspell is probably not necessary. I think you're just playing blue for the other stuff. You might even be able to not play blue, but I really liked the fact that all of these get dealt with by a different amount of stuff, right? So like, Tethex can't be bolted, can't be Galv blasted, can't be snuff outed, can't be cast down, but it can be killed by Crackland Shaman. Then this guy can't be bolted, can't be cast down, but can be bolted, can be Galv blasted, but also can build Crackland Shaman. Then this guy can't be cast down, can't be Crackland Shaman, and then this guy basically is similar to the Tethex, but Crackland Shaman and snuff out, and it kind of like, you cover all bases, really, I think, quite nicely. Like, they then have to, they then Galv blast this when you're blocking, and then you're like, okay, I'll drop an Arlen, and you're like, alright, okay, you can't kill this now, because you're stuck with a Crackland Shaman, sort of thing, is the idea. So, I don't know. I think I've probably got too many creatures, I think, maybe slightly, but, you know, it's not the end of the world. I think it just needs a bit of tweaking. I really enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you think of Through the Omenpaths, and, of course, Grixis Legends, and, let me know what you think in the description below, and I'll see you guys for the next one, and do not forget to like and subscribe. Peace!